What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to go over some of my favorite camping gadgets to date. These will be products that I use every time I go out camping or off-roading and have fallen in love with. Now, I also have an $800 giveaway in this video for someone in the comments below, so stay tuned. All right, so I'm gonna try and start with some cheaper products that everyone can afford, and at the end we'll talk about my favorite product, the Bluetti EB70S, and what you need to do to win one. The odds will be very good since it's just based off the comments in this video alone. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. So let's get into it. So this first product that I love is the Aeropress coffee press. It honestly makes some of the best coffee that I've ever had, and I use it inside, and it's super easy to use. It brews smooth, rich coffee without the bitterness and acidity of a common French press. It brews coffee in about 1 minute, and everything you need fits inside the unit. So that's one of my favorites. The next product that goes well with the Aeropress is a Jetboil, of course. I have the Jetboil Flash right here, and I think it's on sale right now. I'll leave the link below. The Jetboil, I use camping, backpacking, and it boils water in under a minute, or about 1.5 minutes. So it's awesome for everything I need it to do. I've cooked pasta, oatmeal, and lots of other food in this thing as well, so it's come in handy many times and packs down small. I carry it with me everywhere I go. The next product that I love is this portable camping fan. It's rechargeable, and on those hot summer nights, it is super nice to have a breeze inside the tent. It also has a built-in light, and both of the fan and the LED has 3 different modes. You can hang it from your tent and point it in any direction needed. So I'm super happy with it so far, and I would highly recommend it. And let's get on to the next product. The 2 products that I've recently got is this 5-pound propane bottle and adapter hose for my camping stove. It is super nice to finally be able to be done with those green propane bottles that end up in the landfills. And sometimes it's hard to tell how much is left in those things. So filling this propane bottle for about $8 will last me the whole summer. And another advantage is if there's a fire ban in your area, you can also use this to power your propane like fire pit. So I'm never going back, and I love this solution. The next few products are lights that I love to use while camping. This first one is a magnetic tube light that I use on the back door of the GX. It has a bunch of different light settings, and it can get super bright, and it also has a long run time with a 10,000 mAh battery, and I've been super happy with it the last 2 years. Finally, you will also need a headlamp. I've used a bunch of different ones. Mine's from Speed Demon Lights, but I'll leave a couple good ones down below in the comments. I usually just use this Olight S2R2. It's got a bunch of different settings, and it's up to 1200 lumens. I like it because you can clip it on your hat, and it's magnetic recharging. I carry it everywhere in my vehicle that I go, and I use it for work all the time. So I'm never not gonna live with one of these moving forward, and those are my favorite lights. So the next thing I always find helpful when camping is having a good knife, or just some good tools in general. I always carry some spare tools for the vehicle if I need to change a tire or fix something, but I always love having a good knife. I've come to the reality where I'm carrying a knife pretty much every day for my job, and I usually stick with a Leatherman. I do love the Leatherman skillet tool. I love having a set of pliers on me at all times. I also love the fact that it has a bit driver or screwdriver. So I have the Phillips head and then a flat head, which is pretty much useful for anything camera related, for tripod, base plates, and everything like that. So just having, Phillips head, flathead screwdriver, having a good 154 cm knife, so it's a bit better than D2 steel, holds an edge a bit better. And then having pliers is awesome. I mean, you can clip this on a backpack. It's got a bottle opener. I think this is a great camping option. Anything from Leatherman, really. I also picked up this Civivi Elementum, a pretty standard EDC knife in the EDC world. But yeah, I love it so far. It is a D2 steel. It's fun, it's fidgety, it's a flipper. You can spidey flick it kind of like that. And this is a great, kind of everyday carry, but a fun knife out while camping. So these are like my 2 go-tos. I've had knives from a bunch of different companies, usually cheaper. I'm starting to get into the higher made knives, still want a Benchmade, still want a Spyderco like everyone else out there, but I think the Skeletool is a good cheap option for something that is not just a knife and can help you out in a bunch of different scenarios. And then something a little bit more fun would be a knife from Civivi. They make some great like ball bearing knives. They're great flippers, the ones that I've used. And yeah, so a few noteworthy items that I'll just go over quickly would be obviously my fridge. I'll show a clip of it right now. It's from Set Power USA. I think it's a 45-liter fridge and it's dual zone and it's great. It pairs amazing with the Bluetti power station. I think one of these can keep it alive for a couple days. I like having two because one just stays with the fridge and then one I can carry around camp in the tent or wherever I'm charging stuff. If you want to use a heated blanket when it's really cold in the fall or the winter. I just love having two separate power stations instead of one massive one or two or three really small ones. This fits my needs well, but we'll go over these in a second. Another thing I'll mention is obviously for camping, having some sort of table is nice. I don't carry a spare table. I have the one on the back of the GX that I'll show you right now, overlay some footage. That's from Bison Gear. I love how it flips down and then it has another slide out cutting board. So between my drawer system with that cutting board, our prep area, and then the Bison Gear table, I'm pretty set for counter space, cook space, and then the propane tank kind of just lives on the ground and goes up to my camping barbecue, which usually sits on the Bison Gear table. So between all of these gadgets and cooking and stuff, I'm pretty well set. I just got my new rooftop tent, which is above me from Go Overland Canada. And I'll do a full video. I'm going on an adventure tomorrow, big camping trip. So I'll show that in the next video. And then after sleeping in a couple nights, I will do a review. But yeah, let's get into the last item. So finally, my favorite gadget or piece of technology to bring out on a camping trip, especially for multiple days, is a power station to keep all my camera equipment and fridge charged up. So we also use these for my company, Black House Cinema, to power equipment when we are shooting long days with no power around, charging monitors or charging up batteries. So finally, this is the new EB70S, which is a massive 716 watt-hour capacity and 800 watt output for the AC side. It has over 2,500 plus life cycles, which is super nice. You know, this thing will last you like 10 plus years. 4 AC outputs, 2 100 watt PD ports, USB outlets, your classic 12 volt carport for the fridge, and it can handle all of your adventures. Some of the other upgrades that the S model has that I like over the regular EB70, which is below it, is it has a higher peak rated watt output for the AC converter. So this is 800 and this one, the older one, is 700. It also has a much brighter indicator light and the screen stays on much longer. So those are kind of were my pet peeves before. I love this unit because it has the handle that flips down so you can pack a bunch of stuff on it. And I love that. I love the size. I think the power, the amount of power is perfect for me. I went with 2 because I have so much stuff to charge filming these videos out in the bushes and powering the fridge and powering like a heated blanket and stuff like that because it gets so cold here. But usually one of these EB70Ss can keep you going for several days in the woods, especially if you pick up a pair of cheaper solar panels from Bluetti. So if you leave the word King in the description of this video below, and obviously some of your thoughts on the video, you will be entered to win a brand new EB70S from Bluetti, no strings attached. They'll send you the unit. We'll just pick a winner. Also, right now they are running their Canada Day sale where you can save up to $400 off select units. And I think this guy is $50 or $100 off. I'll leave the links in the description below, of course. And thanks for watching today's video, and I'll catch you on the next adventure.